Hey everybody, good afternoon/evening if you're in England, afternoon if you're with me in the States. Welcome to the Gunner Talk podcast. Today we are going to talk about Arsenal versus Aston Villa, as well as give you some of my thoughts and some reactions to today's Premier League fixtures. Big weekend of football ahead for us Arsenal fans. The Premier League, the run-in. We're well and truly underway, and every single result matters. And I'm glued to my screen, be that for the good or for the bad. So let's take a quick look at today's Premier League fixtures and the results that we saw. Start off, absolutely wonderful to see Tottenham get a thrashing. Here, let me show you. Let's get the Premier League. I should have been more prepared, but that's all right. Premier League. Let's have a look at some of these some of these results. Let's start off with the early game up here. Newcastle versus Tottenham. Tottenham getting absolutely thrashed 4-0. I was able to watch the highlights, and is Alexander Isak, or should Alexander Isak be Arsenal's top target? Imagine if we had Isak. He is a player that I think really would suit Arsenal's style of play. Of course, a couple summers ago, he was heavily linked with a move to the Emirates Stadium. People spotting his car outside the stadium, or supposedly his car outside the stadium. And it seems like there was a lot of interest from the club there. Anyway, he absolutely ran riot today. Two brilliant goals, extremely Thierry Henry-esque. I would say he's a joy to watch, and even better to watch him absolutely destroy Spurs. The next fixture to talk about is Man City Luton, as we expected. That was it was at like 8:30 or something this morning for my time, and I looked at it just when the game started. It was within 2 minutes, 1-0 to Man City, and I just thought, okay, well, not really worth maybe my attention because we know what's going to happen. And then I saw in the 60th minute or something, it was still 1-0, and I thought, oh, hold on. So it looks like there was like 5 goals in the last 30 minutes in that game, but it's all pointless. Man City, of course, wiping away one of the worst teams in the Premier League, 5-1, puts them top of the table and puts pressure now on Arsenal and Liverpool. And then I just enjoyed watching Manchester United play Bournemouth. Mate, Manchester United are not very good. They're just really not very good. I tell you who had an absolute stinker of a game today was Rashford. I don't think he did one thing where I thought, he's got some class. He was terrible. He was absolutely terrible. He's a great player, and we've seen moments absolutely of brilliance from Rashford. Unfortunately, against Arsenal a lot of the time. He's got it in his locker to just, do something special, but today he was absolutely terrible. Bruno Fernandes with the double penalty and a goal from 6 yards out or whatever it was, saving Man United 1 point, which they did not deserve. Bournemouth could have won this game 4-0 or 4-1 had they been more clinical. Back to City being on top of the table. Of course, Man United way down though, don't care about them at all. But City on top, put some pressure on us for tomorrow, and also Liverpool, of course. Liverpool playing Sheffield tomorrow. Liverpool playing Crystal Palace tomorrow. And we don't expect, we expect and we should always expect a win from the opposition. There is absolutely no easy way for Arsenal to do this. Tomorrow against Aston Villa, we absolutely have to win. I've said it before, I'll say it again, Arsenal need to be perfect. We need 7 wins out of 7 if we're going to secure this Premier League title. It's in our hands, and we don't want to give that away. So tomorrow's a must-win game. We're at home. There's a very good feeling around the club, I would say. We should expect, hopefully, a very good atmosphere. Aston Villa are one of the 4 teams that have beat us this season. They beat us 1-0 at Villa Park in a horrible fashion. McGinn scoring in the 6th minute. And then some late drama between Kai Havertz and also a penalty shout on Jesus. It was a horrible game. I'm not sure if you remember. So revenge will be sweet. We hope tomorrow, and we want to blow them away. I don't want a close game. I don't want a nervy game. Of course, I want to blow them away. Is that realistic? Probably not. They're a very good side. They're very physical, and they have a lot of quality on the ball. Their goal that they scored against us at Villa Park was a thing of beauty. It was a complete play out of the back, all the way up to the top, cut back to McGinn in space, and he fires past David Raya. A couple things that I noticed or that I've been reading about that I think will be interesting to have in our minds as we go forward to tomorrow's game. Aston Villa. So as we know, Arsenal have scored the most goals from corners or from set pieces. That's 19 goals. Aston Villa have conceded the fewest in the league. So we've got the highest scoring set piece team against the fewest conceded set pieces team. They've only conceded 2 goals from corners or from set pieces this season. So that avenue, that outlet, that kind of exciting, exciting aspect of Arsenal's game at the moment might be difficult tomorrow. And I think goals are going to have to come from open play. I would love for our stat as the highest goal scorer to outdo their stat as the fewest conceded. But I imagine that goals are going to come from open play tomorrow, and they're going to have to come from open play. So that's something to consider and to think about. Another very interesting thing just on set pieces, Gabriel wasn't in training again. And now there's big doubts whether he's actually going to play tomorrow. I personally still think he will. I haven't seen anything. The club hasn't released anything. It's just, he wasn't there. If Gabriel doesn't play tomorrow, we could have a bit of a problem. Ollie Watkins is going to be a handful no matter what. No matter if we have Saliba or Gabriel. He is somebody that you can't give much time to. We absolutely have to respect him and understand that he's got a lot of quality. If we did not have Gabriel on the side, I would feel a little bit not scared, but just not too great. Just checking to see if anybody is in the chat. It doesn't look like they are. So I've got 3 viewers on Twitch at the moment. I don't know about YouTube. Can I see my live viewers on YouTube? Let's have a little look. I'm live. 1 watching. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the lineup that we want to see. The lineup is we have such a good consistency. There's just 2 spots again that I want to talk about: left back and the third midfield position, supporting Wright and Ødegaard, whether that's Partey or Jorginho. So first of all, in the left back, I want to see Tomiyasu. I want to see Tomiyasu tomorrow. I'm a big fan of Tomiyasu. He has hit some form where we thought he would never be replaced. Injuries have been very unfortunate for him, but he's back in full fitness. And I want to see Tomiyasu. I think this is a game where he could thrive. Zinchenko played midweek, and I think he will play against Munich this coming week. Either way, we're going to see, in my opinion, 2 left backs play tomorrow. We'll see a substitution. There always seems to be a change there around the 60th minute. I'd like to see Tomiyasu and Zinchenko. Sorry, Kivior. Now, in terms of the centre mid, I would like to see Jorginho start. This is, I'm not scared about this game because I have full confidence that we can beat them. But this is a losable game for Arsenal. This is a game where this is the first time where we are not in first place, and we have been. So it's our pressure to go back up top in a while. Liverpool and City would have played, and I'm sure Liverpool will win. And so there'll be a lot of pressure. So I want to see control. And Thomas Partey right now, again against Munich, he shows little blips of absolute brilliance. But he scares me still in the fact that he doesn't look confident. Do you guys agree with that? I feel like Partey is oozing unsurety on the pitch right now. And this is a game where I don't want to take any chances. Now, next week when we play Wolves, I'd like to see Partey start. That's no disrespect to Wolves, but I want to see Partey start that game. This game, I want to see Jorginho. I want to have that control. Granted, he didn't have a great game against Munich, but I want to see him, and that would be my team. And then, of course, we got Kai Havertz. I would start Martinelli on the left instead of Jesus this time. Oh, okay. Hang on, I've got to talk to you guys about what I'm seeing in the chat. So Sam Sports says, what was the result of the first time we played them this season? Villa won 1-0, Sam. And then I just got the latest chat from Ryan. I think he was replying to Sam saying they beat us 1-0, I think. I don't think that was a match prediction from Ryan. They beat us 1-0, I think. I don't think so. But no, Villa won 1-0 in the reverse fixture at Villa Park earlier this season. Ryan says in the chat, I like what you said in the reaction to the press conference. I genuinely believe Arteta will take this game for what it is and not think too much about Wednesday. And that is key. And I'm so happy we're doing that. I think that is a huge thing that we've learned from last year. I think that last year we were very much aware that we had to win every single game to win the league. And we thought that. Every game's a cup final. Imagine playing 7 cup finals in a row. Are you going to win 7 out of 7? Like, if you actually take every game as a cup final and that's your mentality, I mean, we could see why last year we thought that was a good mentality to have, because that's what we as fans saw. It's like we have to treat every game like a cup final. But actually, that might have been to our detriment. And we crumbled. And Arteta, we're not hearing such talk this year. He's saying one game at a time. It's the only thing we can do. It's the only thing we can control. Is the next game. We have to beat who's in front of us, and it's just the next game. I fully believe that in front of the team and speaking with the team this week, on these last 4 days after Munich to now, nothing has been said about the reverse fixture at Munich. And I fully believe that everything has been about Villa. And the players are 100% prepared for Villa and not even thinking about Bayern Munich. And that takes a lot of character to do, but this team has that. And that's what I think it's going to take for the rest of the season. One game at a time, 100% focus without the lingering thoughts about Munich or Wolves next week, or we still have to go to Chelsea, we still have to go to Man United. We don't think about that. We go one game at a time, we beat what's in front of us. That's how we're going to win this league. Ryan says, if the players can't play twice in a week, then they aren't good enough for Arsenal FC. I completely agree. I will say also, depth is really important there. Most of our players are going to have to be able to play 2 times in a week. And we're seeing that now this season. And I think we've done an unspoken and unappreciated very good job at that. Everybody thought, they're in the Champions League this year. Sorry, Sam, I missed that comment. I'll get to that. Everybody thought, we're in the Champions League this year. They'll probably drop off. We're not going to see the same standard as we saw as Arsenal last in the Premier League last year, because they're in the Champions League now. They're not going to be able to juggle midweek fixtures, and that's what they thought our detriment would be. But absolutely not. I really don't think so. I think that we have done a really good job, and our squad has coped really well with the 2 times a week. Sam Spores asks the question, are Aston Villa going to play a low block or try to play their own game against us? So I would guess that Unai Emery is going to come and play his game. He is a pretty fearless manager, and that tactic has got him where he is now. And even against other big teams, we've seen them play their game. They're not really a low block kind of team, so I anticipate a very good game of football. I anticipate chances for Arsenal from open play, and I anticipate goals. Any interesting duels to watch out for? I haven't looked at the Villa defence, but I'm very interested to watch Ollie Watkins, who has been arguably the most informed striker this year in the league, potentially. I mean, he's having the season of his life. Let's have a look at his stats. Let's go onto the Premier League website and let's have a look at his stats really quick. Premier League. Here, you guys can watch me. Yep, kick racism out of football. Absolutely. Right. Let's go stats. Where are we? Stats. Yeah, top goal scorers. Look at this. Ollie Watkins, 18 goals this season. which is obviously the best season he's ever had. Last season, scoring 15 in 37. He scored 18 in 31 so far. He's a scary man right now. So I definitely, Ollie Watkins is the one to watch out for tomorrow. Let's make sure you can see his face. Wait. Why is it jumping? That's annoying, isn't it? All right, you can see his eyes. Can I go down? That's so weird. Look at that jump. All right. Anyway, so yeah, Ollie Watkins is one to look out for. Now Scott McGinn, or is it John McGinn? I think it's John McGinn. John McGinn. Yeah, John McGinn is a beast as well, and scored against us in the reverse fixture. He is physical. He has a great pass on him. And so he's also one to watch tomorrow. I think we've absolutely. Oh, let me switch my camera. I think we've absolutely got it in our locker to get 3 points. We absolutely have to get 3 points. I will be as bold to say if we do not win against Villa tomorrow at home, then it will take a miracle for Arsenal to win the league. Right now we have it in our hands, and all it takes is winning 7 winnable games. We do that, we win the league. We lose tomorrow, it's out of our hands, and I would honestly kiss the league goodbye tomorrow if we do not win. Sam Spores says, all I know is that when Ollie Watkins is in my fantasy Premier League, he sucks. Then when I transfer him out, he scores his goals. Mug. Yeah, so is the way. I started fantasy Premier League this year. I literally did a starting team and haven't touched it since. I've had Kevin De Bruyne in all season, and obviously he's just been back from injury like in the last 3 weeks. So, yeah, fantasy Premier League is not my thing. Sorry that you can't time that well, Sam. And Sam also says that McGinn is even more of a mug. Very physical player. But this is what I just love about Arsenal now, is that we have that physicality. I'm not scared about getting bullied by players like John McGinn at all. Because we've got that physicality. We've got Rice in the middle who doesn't take any crap and isn't scared of anyone. And then Saliba and Gabriel at the back are extremely physical and they love it. So, yeah, Arsenal, we've got it all at the moment. So let's see what happens tomorrow. Hey, everybody, thanks so much for joining in. To end out this Gunner Talk podcast, let's talk about predictions, score predictions. I'd love to hear what you guys think in the chat. Get your score predictions in right now. For me, I'm going to go with an Arsenal win. I don't think that we lose this game. I can't even allow myself to think about that right now. So I am going to go for an Arsenal victory, a 3-0. Yep, I'm going bold. We're home. We have the best. I mean, we've conceded 4 goals in the last 11 games. We have the best defense in the league. This year, we have been the best team in the league. Aston Villa have slipped up, and now they're in a race for top 4, or a battle for top 4 with Spurs. Granted, they do have a lot to play for now, but I'm going 3-0 comfortable win for Arsenal. Sam Sports in the chat says 1-0 with a nervy ending. Hopefully they prove me wrong. I hate to say it, but that is a realistic prediction, because can you not just see that? I feel like that is I feel like it always happens like that. Sam says, feels like if we lose this one, we will say the signs were there in retrospect. That's an interesting comment. It makes it sound like, Sam, you feel like if we lose this one, then we're on a downfall. Is that what you mean by that? Feel like if we lose this one, we will say the signs were there in retrospect. I don't know. I'd love to hear what more you think about that, Sam. But yeah, 1-0 with a nervy ending. I can close my eyes and unfortunately see that. I can see a goal. I will say this as well. The Aston Villa team that are most susceptible in the 15 minutes after half-time. So 45 to 60th minute is when they've conceded the most goals in their season this year. The majority of their goals that they've conceded actually come in between those minutes. So if we have a strong second half start, I could see a goal coming in those minutes. Sam says, feels like if we lose... Oh, he says that feels like we're at the... Okay, well, comments coming in from Sam. Love it. He said... Feels like we're at the same point as we were going into the Dubai break. No Dubai break to save us. Please don't let me be right. Come on, you Gunners. Yeah, I mean, look, fatigue could definitely be a thing. We are playing a lot of games. We're playing a lot of fixtures. And yeah, dropping points in the fashion we did it. Well, dropping points. Drawing against Bayern Munich in the way we did was tough. But as I said, full focus on Aston Villa. I think we win this game comfortably, Sam. I don't share your same fears. I feel like we've peaked at the right time this season. I feel like we are hitting our best form still. I think our players are finding their best form right now. And I feel like our confidence, especially in the league, is at an all-time high. So I'm excited. Let's see what happens tomorrow, everyone. Thanks for participating in the chat. I will be here tomorrow. The game is at 4:30 p.m. UK time, which makes it, 4:30, 16 minus 7 is 9:30. 9:30 my time. I'll be here for a live watch-along, live watch-along and reaction to the game. Cannot wait for this one. Come on, you Gunners. Thanks so much for joining in to this episode of Gunner Talk. And we will see you all tomorrow. Thanks very much, everyone. Bye.